What if the hardest fight of your life is not cancer, the surgery, or the chemotherapy, but the quiet belief that you've failed the woman standing in your corner, your wife, your partner? Truly, what if you are failing her? As a husband, no other thought can be more painful. Hi, I'm Cloud, and I have lung cancer. Still strange saying it out loud. This channel is my way of defying this disease. A place to regroup, gather strength, and fight on. I'm gonna need you in my corner. Here we will survive, we will thrive beyond cancer. Finally, I truly pray that someday soon I can run again. As always, another day, another grind. We've got this, rehab and recovery. Tonight, I continue on my rehab and cross training session. I pray that you tag along with me and get ready to work on your body, as together we will work on our minds. As a man and as a husband, if you think you're failing your partner, here are 3 things that help. Truthfully, cancer and disease and being afflicted didn't just come for our and took a swing at our lungs and our health. It came after our identity as well, as men, as husbands, and as providers. We are the fixers, the protectors, the man who carried weight, both physically, mentally, and emotionally. And in one day, cancer takes all of that away. And suddenly, your wife, your spouse, your partner is left to carry more, to do more. More of the fear, more of the responsibility, and more of the load. And for me, this is where my guilt comes. Not loud guilt, silent guilt. The kind that says she deserves better than this version of you. But listen closely. Guilt is not truth. It is pain wearing a convincing mask. So how I get over this? Step 1, I listen. I listen closely and offer no solutions unless my partner asks for one. Men, we are wired to fix. That instinct kept our ancestors alive. It built our homes, our careers, our families. But here is the difficult truth. Your partner, our wives, our spouses, they don't need a coach mid-round. She needs a corner. When she speaks, this is not a problem set to solve. This is a moment to hold space. Silence is not weakness. Listening to her is not surrender. Listening intently says, I'm still here. I'm still present. I'm not checked out. The second, men understand this. Logic is not love. Resist the urge to present logical responses to her situations. I know logic feels safe. Logic feels clean, controlled. But pain is not logical. Fear is not rational. And grief does not care about your facts. When she says, I'm scared, and you reply, statistically, things look good, you've just missed the punch. This isn't a debate. It is an emotional exchange. Strength here means restraint. Restraint from speaking. It takes more discipline to stay quiet than to speak. More muscle to hold space than to dominate it. You don't need to be right. You need to be real. That's not softness. That's control. Not every situation requires our logical thinking as a solution. And the third, break the pattern. Be spontaneous with your spouse, with your wife, with your partner. Be free. Illness creates routines, appointments, medications, rest schedules, safe zones. Necessary, but dangerous if left unchecked. Your spontaneity is rebellion. It is a random drive, a handwritten note, a surprise coffee, a laugh that wasn't planned. These moments remind her and you that life isn't only about survival. In the ring, unpredictability wins fights. In relationships, it reignites connection. You may not control your cancer, your diagnosis, your disease, your health issues, your affliction, but you still have control of your intent. And that intent matters. That intent is powerful. So, yes, keep training, keep rebuilding, keep fighting for your body. Strength also looks like this: showing up tired, staying present when ashamed, loving without fixing, and leading without dominating. I know, this is not the version of man you planned to become. Certainly not the one I have planned. But it may be the strongest one you can ever be. Cancer has stripped you down to your fundamentals. Now, you get to rebuild, and rebuild with intent. The shift in your mind is this: you did not fail her by getting sick. You fail only if you disappear emotionally. You're not less of a husband because you were wounded in the battle. You are still in the fight. And fighters don't apologize for bleeding. They adapt. They endure. They rise. That is a husband. That is a man. This journey isn't about going back to who you were before. It is about forging someone harder, calmer, more grounded. Someone who knows that love isn't proven by fixing, but by staying and by connecting. The feelings of guilt will come back. It will ebb and flow. But now you know how to counter. You listen, you stay present, you choose connection over control. This is not weakness. This is mastery. And mastery, earned through pain, is what defines a man, a husband, who survives, evolves, and leads through the hardest fight of his life. So I ask you once more to end this. Do you still believe you have failed your partner? I don't think so. Wherever you are, however you're doing, I pray that you are the greatest partner to your wife, to your spouse,